Okay, so we've done, as I said now at the start of our lesson, um, we're looking at Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien, and we've looked at some of the parts of speech that are used. Um, in fact, a bit of a fun fact here: Tolkien actually was, as I recall, a linguist himself. So he did all the languages that he actually constructed each language based on existing material. Okay, so now that you have that, just a little bit of trivia, I want you guys to, I'm just going to give you guys a couple of activities to do here quickly. I'm going to start off with these. What we're gonna do a story, a change of the story, so to speak, before we go on to our class assignment. What I want you guys to do is imagine a scene in the book. It doesn't have to be in the book per se. You can reference the films if you prefer, if that's easier for you. But I want you guys to imagine a scene from the book if you can, and you're going to take that scene and I want you guys to rewrite a part of it. Okay, so for example, I believe it's in chapter 11, A Knife in the Dark. We don't actually see the Black Riders, the Ring Wraiths, arrive at the Prancing Pony, as I recall. So instead of seeing them arrive, what we get is the next day, so to speak, when Strider and Frodo and Pippin, Merry and Sam go to the room that they had rented, and they find it a complete mess. The pillows and the bed sheets and the curtains, everything's shredded. But what if the riders showed up and they showed up while everybody was drinking, while the hobbits were sitting in the pub and they're having a few drinks, and the door opens and there the riders stand. What if the riders made a mistake and arrived at the wrong inn? Maybe there are two inns called the Prancing Pony in the village, and they arrive at the wrong one. So what would happen then? So I want you guys to sort of imagine a scene, something memorable, a scene that you remember the most. Alright? And just rewrite part of it. Okay? And then what we're going to do is, for our class assignment, we're going to have a quick discussion about the author. We're going to talk about Tolkien a little bit, and a little bit about where he could have gotten his inspiration, and the use of language. Is it formal, informal? How does it impact the structure? What is the tone? Does the tone change? And then after that, we're going to do a writing piece where I want you guys to discuss I'm going to divide you all into groups, and we'll discuss in a written piece. I want you guys to discuss what you thought of the main characters, what you thought of the characters we've encountered so far, how many main characters, so characters that are central to the plot, how many main characters you think there are. Is there a central focus to the chapter that we've read? And if so, what is that focus? And what you liked and disliked about the chapter read, and why. Okay. After that, we're going to have a bit of fun. Well, I think it's a little bit of fun. Following your written piece, once everybody's finished, each group will have a chance. You guys will then, each group will select a member to read, and the reader will come forward and present their written piece. And then what we'll do is we'll look at, as a peer review, and you guys will basically compare ideas of what could have been included or removed. Does the piece flow naturally? Are there gaps? Does anything not make sense? And that sort of thing. Okay, so with that said, let's get started with our imaginings. Let's let our minds wander and see if we can sort of change the story. You guys can make it scarier if you like. You can make it funny. You can make it depressingly sad if you really want to. I really don't mind it. This activity is just something sort of fun. So have fun with it. When you imagine this, the different scenes and how they could have played out, don't be afraid to have some fun with it. So that said, let's have some fun.